Hi everybody, MamaBear Mel here. So I'm sitting on the back porch, of course. It's after work, I wanted a cigarette. We don't smoke in the house, so I'm out here. Just got done working, I believe it was like 7 hours. Worked through my break, so was able to leave a little bit early. So today I was sitting here and I was thinking, and I just kind of wanted to touch base on a few things. A lot of the parents that I know all have younger children, and I have younger children too, like my youngest is 7, but I have mostly teenagers. And so I wanted to put something out for like the parents with the older kids. My oldest daughter, she's, like I said in my previous video, she's a senior. She's going to be a senior this year. It's her last year of high school. So we've begun looking at colleges. Sometimes students and teachers and parents and everything, they start looking a little younger, like maybe 10th, 11th grade. However, with our big move from April, or back in April from Ohio to Nevada, we decided to put that on hold just a little bit. So we've begun looking at different colleges and different like programs that they offer. My daughter wants to be a cop, and here in Nevada you have to be at least 21 in order to go to police academy, and she's only 18. So she's decided that she wants to go for like criminal justice or criminal investigation, something to that effect, and then get either an associate's degree or even a bachelor's degree, and then move on to the police academy. And her and I both feel it's going to be like a pretty good leg up. So we've began to look. Your first step when you start to think about colleges normally would be FAFSA, which is a good idea. But with FAFSA, they want you to list what schools to send your report to. So we've done it a little bit backwards. We've actually started looking at the colleges themselves, and like the cost of tuition, the cost of books, the cost of dorm room living if she decides to live in a dorm. And then we will fill out our FAFSA, and we'll already have a couple schools, most likely her top 3, to send the FAFSA information to. Now, you can send your FAFSA report to more than one school. It doesn't automatically mean that you have to be enrolled at that school. That's just where your report goes, so that when they receive your application for college, for school, they have that information right there with it. And it's just a bigger, broader picture for them to decide whether or not you're going to be able to go there. The couple schools that we are looking at right now is Nevada State and UNLV, which is University of Nevada, Las Vegas campus. They have 2 campuses, one in Las Vegas and one in Reno. Those are the main two that we're looking at now, but we're also looking at different community colleges and just kind of see what her options are. So, like I said, this video is for parents with older kids, or even younger ones if you're just kind of interested. And I wanted to do a college talk. Basically, like I said about the FAFSA and choosing schools, what you want to look for in a school would be not just if they're going to have your program, but what all the prerequisites are, because then you want to know exactly what you have to do in high school. We're looking now because she wants to know if there's anything extra she has to do her senior year of high school in order to have a better chance of getting into her school choice. Another thing you want to look for in a school is how much it costs, because the last thing she needs, or any child needs, is to be drowned in debt after they've gotten their degree. If you're doing student loans, there's going to be some debt. However, you don't want to have it to where you're paying $40,000 at one school when another school that has just as good, if not better, program, that you're only going to end up paying $20,000. So you really want to look at the price of school. Not just that, you want to also look at locations. Now, some parents, their student or their child, gets into college and it's like thousands of miles away. My 14-year-old, for example, he wants to be a bioengineer, and where he wants to go to school is MIT, and he has the intelligence to do so. He has the drive, he has the intelligence, he has, he's already thinking about all his extracurriculars that can help him get into that school. But that's his number one school. And that's thousands of miles away. So when it comes time, we're going to have to do the whole college trip where we drop him off at school, so on and so forth. However, if your student doesn't want to go that far away from home, if they want to be around, around their family and around, their friends from high school and so on and so forth, looking at location is always the best bet. For Cheyenne, it's a matter of dorm room and not dorm room. And if it's not dorm room, she'll be staying at home and going to school. And obviously, working to help pay for her schooling. So finding one that's close enough to home that, she can either drive to, we can drive her to, or she can take a bus is important, which is why we were looking at Nevada State, because that's actually right here in Henderson. If it is dorm room based, then her options open up tremendously. She can end up even going to school in California, which is like hundreds of miles away, but it's so much better than 1,000, right? So basically, you want to look at what schools interest you, what programs they have. You want to look at FAFSA. You want to look at the cost, because even if student aid covers you, they don't cover you completely. Now, there is a grant. It's called the Pell Grant. That helps with part of it. But in order to cover the rest, it's either out of pocket, which is thousands of dollars, or it's student loans, which is still thousands of dollars, but you pay for it little by little instead of all at once. So you want to look at cost. So you want to look at your programs, your FAFSA, your costs, and of course location. With my Taylor, she is our 17-year-old. She wants to go to art college. Luckily enough, there's an art college that's not too far away. They do have dorm rooms, so she could try for the dorm, or she can stay at home and go to school that way. It will be totally up to her how she wants to spend that student loan money, because dorm rooms are not free. That's part of your tuition if you're going to live in the dorm. So that's 3 out of my kids that have been talking about college. The younger two, the 11-year-old and the 7-year-old, aren't quite old enough for it yet. They've got big dreams, but anybody who knows kids will know that those dreams will change throughout time. I just hit it lucky. Like with my 17-year-old, she's wanted to be an artist since she was 3, and she's determined to work for Disney Pixar, which she can do. May not be in the role that she particularly wants, but there's always the bottom that you got to work your way up from. My 14-year-old, he enjoys the engineering, he enjoys taking things apart, putting things together, he enjoys all of that. And my 18-year-old, who is starting to look at college now, she didn't realize she wanted to be a cop until she was, 17. So kids are going to find their path at different times. The most important thing to remember is, like, when they're 7 years old and they're like, well, I want to be a fireman when I grow up. Don't discourage it. Just remember that those dreams can change. Then again, they can also stay the same. So if you take anything away from this video at all, it's just to look at your kids' dreams, and try to help them know that a dream without work is just that. It's dream. It's a dream. When you have a dream and you make a plan and you work for it, that's when it becomes a reality and a success. So, like I said, just, kind of keep in mind what their dreams are and try to figure out ways that they can accomplish them, because they're not going to have all the answers, and neither are you. But there's always somebody who does have some answers. And I have found that speaking with fellow teachers, like I'm in school right now to be a teacher, so talking to a fellow teacher has helped me, determine what kind of classroom I want. With Cheyenne, talking to different police officers and, just service industry type people, she has learned that she wants to protect and serve. She wants to be a cop, and that's her dream. It will help get her there. And with Tyler, he has spoken with people who have worked in the industry, so on and so forth. Taylor, we take her to the Art Hop in Warren. Well, we took her to the Art Hop in Warren, and there's an art district here where she can talk to fellow artists and really get a feel for what it is she wants out of her career, what she wants out of her life. So just talk to them, immerse them in the, the culture of whatever their dream is, and help them realize, or help them find the reality of being able to just pursue it. Thanks. Have a great day.